Hello learners, I welcome you to my midterm revision pack class. Today we're going to be looking at angles. What is an angle? An angle is formed when two lines meet. When two lines meet, we say an angle is formed. Alright, we're moving on to measuring angles. What do we use? We use a protractor. A protractor is a simple measuring instrument used to measure or draw angles in degrees. It's important to note that protractors come as some semicircles and some come as a full angle, which is 360 degrees. When measuring angles, we place the protractor on the horizontal line of our angle and we start counting upward from 0 degrees. So if you look at this angle here, counting upwards from 0 degrees, we have the angle as 140 degrees and not 40 degrees. Please take note, follow the blue line upward from 0. I tell my learners, start counting up from 0 degrees all the way to where the line ends. Okay, now here's an example I'd like us to walk through together. You have the straight line there, straight line angle 180 degrees. I have angle Q, R, S, and T. So we're going to figure out how many degrees each of these angles are. Now, if I count upwards from 0 to figure out angle Q, I realize that angle Q is 35 degrees. Remember, you can see it's lying between the midpoint of 30 and 40, starting from 0. Angle Q is 35 degrees. Now we move on to angle R. If you look at angle R closely, starting from 0 degrees all the way upward, angle R lies between 90 and 100. So we say angle R is 95 degrees. 95 degrees. We realize that it's easier for us to figure out angle S and T now. Angle S is 125 degrees and angle T is 160 degrees. Here are some worksheets you can practice with, and there are also so many worksheets online you can download. Please feel free, download worksheets, practice your angles, measuring angles, and drawing angles. It takes practice to be very good at a particular topic in math. Moving forward, we are going to types of angles based on measurement. We have the acute angle. The acute angle is less than 90 degrees. Angles like 80 degrees, 20 degrees, 60 degrees. We have the right angle. The right angle is exactly 90 degrees. When we hear right angle or when we see the symbol there of a square, we know that's right angle. We have the obtuse angle. The obtuse angle is an angle that is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Angles like 95 degrees, 100 degrees, 120 degrees are obtuse angles. We also have the 180 degrees, which is a straight line angle. A straight line angle is 180 degrees. We also have the reflex angle, angle that is more than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees. Angles like 200 degrees, 250 degrees. I'm sure you can give me more examples on your own. Finally, we have the full angle. The full angle is exactly 360 degrees. So we have acute, right, obtuse, straight, reflex, full. Let's take that again. We have acute, right, obtuse, straight, reflex, full angle. Good. Now, what you have on your screen is a worksheet on type of angles. I'm sure you already know the types of angles. The first one is a correct right angle. The second one is an acute angle is less than 90 degrees. The third one is a correct straight line angle. Well done, you're so smart. I'm sure you can attempt the others. Send them to me privately to be sure you're correct. Well done. Alright, the next type of angles we're going to be looking at are angles between parallel lines. You have the corresponding angles, you have the alternate angles, you also have the interior angles that add up to 180. Now, what are parallel lines? Parallel lines are lines that never meet. Now, you have a third line across two parallel lines. We refer to that third line as a transversal line. A transversal line is a line that cuts across two or more parallel lines. And when a transversal line cuts across, angles are formed. Yes, more angles are formed. And these angles are corresponding angles when it lies on the same side of the transversal line. We refer to those angles as corresponding angles. Alternate angles lie on opposite side of the transversal line. Interior angles add up to be 180 degrees. And so corresponding angles are equal, alternate angles are equal. We also have the vertically opposite angle, which isn't here right now, but we know they are equal. When we say they are equal, what does it mean? It means they are the same. For instance, if you have A as 120 degrees, B is also 120 degrees. Because they are corresponding, it means they are equal. The same applies to the other angles. So you can also see the corresponding angles gives you an F shape, the alternate angle gives you a Z shape, and then the interior angles looks like a C. Alright, I know I have smart learners. With our knowledge on the different types of angles between parallel lines, can you identify the numbers which represent angles that are corresponding, alternate, vertically opposite, or on interior angles? 10 minutes. Tick, tick, tick. Your time start now. Tick, tick, tick. Alright. I guess you're ready. Oh, I didn't give you 10 minutes anymore. Okay. Alright, number 2 and number 6 are correct corresponding angles. Number 1 and number 5 are correct corresponding angles as well. Number 6 and number 8 are correct vertically opposites. I hope that's what you said though. And number 3 and number 5 are alternate angles. I trust on your own you can get the other angles as well. So that brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope we have been refreshed and our minds have been reminded of the types of angles, measuring angles and drawing angles. So I'm going to leave you with these worksheets as well as the other one I'll be sending to you shortly. So try to answer them and send to me personally. I wish you a lovely day ahead. Bye.